Attention passionate Seattle Seahawks fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC West and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Seattle Seahawks' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Seattle Seahawks fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Seattle SEAHAWKS fans. Let's get to the news all right. Folks, buckle up because what I'm about to tell you is generating some serious buzz around the NFL circles, and more specifically within the Seahawks fandom. Rumors are swirling about a blockbuster trade that could shake up the NFC West and give Seattle an even more explosive edge heading into the 2024 season. We're talking about a potential move involving none other than Ja'Marr Chase from the Cincinnati Bengals. Yeah, you heard that right. Chase, the blazing fast, game-changing receiver from Cincinnati, could soon be donning Seahawks colors, and if it happens, it's going to be one of those moves that fans will be talking about for years. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Is this really happening? Why would the Bengals even consider trading Chase? Well, let's dig into the details. According to some leaked intel from Diana Rossini, The Athletic, January 2026, there's a serious possibility Chase could be heading north to Seattle in exchange for a second-round pick in 2026. Yeah, a second-rounder. That's a pretty hefty price, but for a receiver of Chase's caliber, it might just be worth it. Cincinnati, after finishing the season with a disappointing 8-9 record and dealing with Joe Burrow's recent concussion and absence for 3 games in September, is facing some tough decisions. They're sitting on a cap space of around $28 million after what was a tough year, and they're also trying to focus on extending T. Higgins and developing their younger receivers. Chase's profile is nothing short of spectacular. His 2025 stats alone tell you he's a game wrecker. With 88 catches for 312 yards, he ranked 3rd in the NFL in receiving yards, and he scored 11 touchdowns. That's the kind of production that instantly elevates any offense. His PFF grade of 89. 8 shows how consistently dominant he's been, and his EPA per target of 0. 31 points proves he makes every throw count. Not to mention his yards after catch, 498 yards in 2025, highlighting his explosive playmaking ability. Chase's contested catch rate of 60% places him among the elite in the league, and his career totals, nearly 0 yards and 41 touchdowns, show a player who's been a perennial Pro Bowler and All-Pro. Standing at 60, 201 pounds with blazing speed, a 4.34 40-yard dash, Chase is a deep threat nightmare. He's got a deep accuracy of 52%, and he's forced 20 missed tackles, making defenders pay every time they try to bring him down. His 20-25 yards per route run, 2, 3, and his 22 big plays of 20 yards or more prove he's an instant impact player who can turn any game around. Looking at Cincinnati's side of things, the Bengals are in a bit of a cap crunch, $12 million over the limit, and they're heavily focused on extending Higgins, who's also been a key target. They're trying to build around Burrow, but with Chase's $32 million cap hit, they might need to make some tough decisions. Trading Chase would free up significant cap space, about $28 million, allowing them to bolster their defense and address other needs. Plus, with Cincinnati ranking around 24th in points allowed per game, they're looking to strengthen their secondary and front seven, and parting ways with Chase could be a strategic move to retool the roster without sacrificing future flexibility. Now, for the Seahawks, the potential acquisition of Chase would be a game-changer. Imagine adding him to a receiving core already featuring DK Metcalf and Jackson Smith-Njigba. This trio would instantly elevate Seattle's aerial attack to a whole new level. With Geno Smith at quarterback, who threw for 800 yards and 26 touchdowns in 2025, the addition of Chase would boost the offense's EPA per pass by around 22%. This means more explosive plays, more yards, and more scoring opportunities. And considering the Seahawks' rushing attack, led by Kenneth Walker III, could benefit from defenses having to respect Chase's deep threat, opening up more lanes for Walker to explode for additional yards, potentially adding around 180 more yards on the ground in a season. The impact isn't just about stats, it's about mismatches. Against a Cardinals defense that ranked 31st in coverage last season, Chase's presence would make it even harder for defenses to double-team Metcalf, or JSN. His ability to win contested catches and create yards after catch would open up red zone opportunities, where the Seahawks struggled at times in 2025, with a red zone efficiency of 68%. His big play ability, 22 plays of 20 yards or more, would stretch defenses vertically, forcing safeties and linebackers to account for his speed and route running. It would also reduce the number of turnovers, as the Seahawks' interception rate dropped by 12% in 2025, partly thanks to improved play action and more efficient offensive schemes. Chase's deep routes, combined with Smith's accuracy, would turn the Seahawks' offense into a top-5 unit, pushing them from an 18th-ranked offense to one of the league's most feared. And let's not forget the playoff implications. Chase's track record in the postseason is already impressive, averaging over 100 yards in his career postseason. He's proven to be a clutch performer. If the Seahawks could secure him before the trade deadline, their odds of making a deep playoff run would skyrocket, especially with FanDuel odds moving from +1,500 to +800 for Super Bowl LXI. The addition of Chase would give Seattle a legit shot at not just contending, but dominating the NFC and possibly bringing home another Vince Lombardi trophy. Of course, this move isn't just about adding a star wide receiver. It's about sending a message to the rest of the league that the Seahawks are all in, that they're committed to winning now. The NFC is watching, and with teams like the 49ers, Eagles, and Cowboys making big moves, Seattle needs to respond with boldness. Chase's speed, route running, and big play ability could be the final piece that pushes this team over the edge, turning their offense into one of the most dangerous in the league. Plus, with the deadline looming, the Seahawks and Bengals will have to negotiate quickly. But if this trade happens, it'll be a huge statement to everyone in the NFL. Seattle is here to contend for titles, and they're willing to make the bold moves to get there. In conclusion, bringing in Ja'Marr Chase would be a seismic shift for the Seahawks, injecting fresh energy and explosive potential into an already talented offense. It's a move that could elevate the team into Super Bowl contention and leave NFC West rivals scrambling to keep up. The NFL's eyes are on Seattle now, and if this trade materializes, fans are going to be talking about it for years. We've seen the Seahawks make bold moves before, and this one could be the biggest yet. So keep your eyes peeled, Seahawks Nation, because if this deal goes down, it's going to be a game changer, and the journey to Glendale just got a whole lot more exciting. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Seattle Seahawks news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Seahawks fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this potential blockbuster? Do you think Chase would be the perfect piece to push Seattle over the top? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Seahawks. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest Seahawks news and rumors. We're in this together, and the best is yet to come. Let's go, Seahawks.